Well, Pesalt, welcome. You have a valuable skill, and thus you are allowed to continue living on and not thrown into the pit of despair. Hello everybody, GrayStillPlays, and we're back with more villagers. No time for BS. Look at all of this meat! Holy crap! Well, that's good. Apparently our people are going to be eating quite well. It looks like when you come back into the game, it auto-pauses, which is actually kind of nice. So, like, things aren't happening around you where, like, everyone's crying and dying and there's nothing you can do about it. Let's take a look at some of the quests that we have to do real quick. So we have to build a warehouse to buy food from traveling tradesmen. Well, crap, I kind of thought that that happened by itself, but apparently not. If I place it in the middle... A warehouse is just what I need. If I place it in the middle of the settlement, it would also be a good place to store resources. That's fine. And then getting the settlement through winter. Swamp is becoming our downfall. Oh, downfall! I remember you fondly. Our food is running out and the situation becoming increasingly dire. We need to get at least 10 settlers through the winter. Alright, well that's not bad because there's only 6 days left. Let's go ahead and start things off. And... what was I doing again? Oh, that's right, building a warehouse. Man, I got a short attention span. What do we need for a warehouse? We need a crap ton of trees. That's fine. While we do this, let's go ahead and... get out of there. Let's go ahead and take a look at what some of our villagers are doing. Oh, is that our priestess? Yes, Aquilina. I like how she... oh, she's got a giant haunch of meat that she's transporting home. Oh, this house isn't even built yet, and she's putting meat in it. Oh, whatever. Let's go ahead and fast forward things a little bit. We have a lot of houses that need to get built, and I'm pretty sure everyone is still gathering resources as well. It's kind of interesting that these things are not getting... oh, people are sleeping in the unbuilt houses? How is this occurring? What sort of strange sorcery is this? We still have some people that are without houses, and I feel very, very bad about that. But I want to get this warehouse built first. I'm sorry, Grey Master McGray. Pesalt the Ugly is so sorry. Tell me, Pesalt, what have you done? Calm down. What are you sorry for, Frost? I predicted Frost, but sometimes I wish Pesalt was wrong. Why do you say that? Without your help, we wouldn't be as well prepared. I don't like predicting bad weather. I don't like it. Pesalt wishes he were someone else. Aww, you poor boy. Don't worry about it, Pesalt. Your presence is a great relief to me. Tell me, Ursel, do you know how weather forecasting works? I have an idea, Jacqueline. You just make a guess, and 50% of the time you're right. Well, actually, my grandfather knew how. He looked at the skies and read the clouds. Then he tasted the air and determined the direction of the wind. The seaman always adhered to what my grandfather predicted. And you didn't inherit his skills? Me? No. It's a shame, really. Predicting the weather, that's far too bohemian for me. My grandfather was a quiet man. Very private, settled, taciturn. You aren't anything like your grandfather. My Ursel would be a completely different person. Grey Master McGray never found out where Pesalt got his skills from. He simply put his finger in the air, tasted the air on the tip of his finger, and knew exactly what was coming, almost like it was intuition. Luckily, the people's confidence in Pesalt grew, and gradually he was accepted into the community, despite his somewhat confused spirit, and his uncanny resemblance to Quasimodo. The community became his new home. Well, Pesalt, welcome. You have a valuable skill, and thus you are allowed to continue living on and not thrown into the pit of despair. Onward! We have trees to get, and we have a warehouse to build. Now, we don't have a lot of room in the, quotes, middle of town right now, so I'm not really sure exactly where I'm going to put it. Oh. Oh! Oh, oh, oh! Oh! Cool! The seasons, like, really change. This is so neat. Oh, let's look at all the textures and stuff. They got snow on them now. Good job, developers. Oh. Oh, even the beams and stuff have snow on them. This is cool. Because if you look, the surfaces that are facing the sky, the flat surfaces have snow, and, like, you know, the linear surfaces that go up and down don't. That's a cool attention to detail. Does the water freeze? Okay, no, the water doesn't freeze. I'm not sure it would, though. It's swamp water. Man, I like the way the lights light up and how everything's kind of like cool and serene. Oh, everyone's going out. What's happening right now? Walking to next resources. What is this? Oh my god, look at that fog! Oh, I can't even see the game! Holy crap. Wow, let's fast forward through that. That is like super, super foggy. Spring's coming in 4 days. Oh. What is this ominous music? What in heaven's name is that? The fog, I can barely even see my own hands! In this weather, why didn't you warn us about this, Basalt? Basalt didn't know, I swear. He didn't know about it. Alright. I've come around to you and your apparent talents, but don't you think this fog is somehow unnatural? I'll say, good gravy! I couldn't feel it coming. I didn't forecast it, but suddenly it was there, just like that. It was just there. Pesal, I believe you, my man. I was here, and I saw it. It's giving me goosebumps, that's for sure. Something's not right here. Something's not right at all. You're right, Ewalt. Something is not right. Let's take a look at the map real quick and see if anything's... Man, I can't even see the map. Alright, it looks like there's new trees to get. Let's go ahead and start making sure that our gather all is still gathering all, especially since there's a ton of stone that's cropped up right next to town. I want to make sure we get all that. God! Look at all this stone that cropped up. Yes! A couple of trees there as well. Man, things are super, super... I just can't see anything. Let's fast forward. Man, what does it all mean? Can we build the warehouse yet? No, we can't. I think we need 30...
A new baby was born.
Ah, here it is. We can build the warehouse. Excellent. Where shall we put it? Where can it fit? Let's put it right about here. Right? No? Can it not fit there? Let's kind of swing it around. Ah, perfect. Nope, right there. All right, now we've got a couple of things being built. We've got a new baby as well. 2 infants and 14 adults. Things are going well. I think everyone is assigned at this time. We just have to wait. We have to wait for the... whatchamacallit, the warehouse. These animal attacks are getting out of hand, Schultheis. You, as an experienced hunter, a forest observer, you've got to have an explanation for it. To be honest, I'm out of ideas. Don't you both see it? Something sinister is going on. This swamp is cursed. Oh, you kids, you should have known. Oh, McLeod. Micathild just had a newborn, Stefan. Oh, we can actually zoom in on him. Not that we can see anything. We're all a little stressed out, Ewald. But we should try not to lose our heads. Lose our heads? Huh? What an ironic choice of words. Oops, that was purely coincidental. I'm telling you, Greymaster McGray, I can't wait to get out of here, Schultheis. We don't always see eye to eye. You can say that again. But I hope you and your fellow hunters can still provide protection for us so we can at least survive the winter.
New quest.
Ah, a new quest. Let's slow things down a little bit and find out exactly what it is. Eradicate wolves. I need to put an end to the wolves' debauchery. As much as I regret it, it's either them or us. One wolf left. Now to do this, if I remember correctly, we go over here to the hunting hide, and we put down aggressive hunting. And what is this? Why does this one have like a deer specifically? This is interesting. What is that horrible sound? I don't know what it is, but it's annoying the crap out of me. Alright, aggressive hunting is on. Let us continue to move through here.
The building is finished.
While animals are attacking... Oh, we finished a building. What did we finish? We finished a house. Okay, good. While that's going on, we can... I think we need to build one more house so that every villager has a house. We need 20 more logs. That should be fine. We should be able to get that pretty darn quick. Where's this wild animal at that's attacking?
You have finished the quest.
Ah, I think that was the final wolf we just ended up slaying. Okay, good. We've killed all the wolves. Let's put everything back to normal hunting. I don't know if I need to click on both of them. Okay, I don't. That's good. Now, we've got 18 logs. So, in a little bit here, we should have just enough logs.
Merchant is visiting your village.
I'm trying to push us through as quickly as possible to get this. What is this? Unfortunately, it's Jeremiah's. Excuse me while I get my Jeremiah's voice on. Unfortunately, I've got some discouraging news for you. Some villagers came to see me today and told me about a mysterious woman in a red cloak who was apparently seen on the outskirts of the settlement. Her name is Red Riding Hood. A woman in a red cloak? That certainly is strange. Did you see her as well, Jeremiah? No, but I'm still worried about it. Our people are scared, Graymaster McGray. They're attacked by the animals, this unusually severe frost, the odd fog, and now this strange woman. It almost seems as if someone is trying to drive us out of this swamp. We've almost made it through the winter. We just need to be a little more patient, just a little longer. I will pray for us, because that's what I do. Although what's strange is we've hired a priestess, so actually she's doing most of the praying. I'm not really sure what Jeremiah is doing, if anything. Onward! Let us get out of this blasted fog. Ah, we have enough for a final house. Let's put her down so that everyone can feel included in the community. Can we fit it here? Can we fit it? Yes. We're set. And we only have 2 days left for winter. We've got plenty of people. I mean, everyone's fine. Oh, one of our babies became children. Good, they'll be put to the field soon enough. A new merchant is arriving, but there's nothing we can do about it, for we don't have a warehouse built yet. But it's coming. It's coming. I assume I'll do some extensions while I get more and more trees. Finished. Ah, another house is finished. Excellent. Let's see what we have here. I think pretty much everything is still continued to be good. Oh, what is this? The water. Did you see the water, Graymaster McGray? It has definitely risen. The water level seems to be rising in the entire swamp. What the devil is happening here? It isn't the rain. The rain wouldn't cause this. It's something else, not the weather. Something completely different. I wonder if the mysterious woman in the red cloak has something to do with it. Maybe she's a bitch? I mean a witch. A witch. A W, witch. Sorry. There was a time when superstition was a foreign word to me, Pesalt. Usually I only believe in things that I can touch, see, and hear, but even I'm starting to have my doubts. Pesalt is scared, and let me tell you something. Troglodytes do not get scared easily. Me too, Pesalt, me too. With every hour that passes, I start to become more aware of how desperately I want Jennifer to scout. Oh, the scout to return. Yes, I want Jennifer because she's a scout. That's exactly why I want her, because she scouts well. She scouts into the wilderness. Winter's almost over, and she's the only one who can safely lead us through the mountains. Oh my god! Everything's underwater! I can't see crap! You can't see a damn thing, and now everything's underwater. Look at this! The only thing that's not underwater is the town hall!
The building is finished.
Yes! Achievement unlocked! A hamlet. Oh, that's cool. I guess that's what you get for building, like, 5 small houses? How many do we have? 5, 6? Yes! Spring is finally here. But the fog is still around. Build a warehouse, get us through winter. Alright, so the only thing left is this warehouse. In fact, what I'm going to do is pause this building so that everyone can focus on the warehouse. Let's get this done, because I think if we can get this, we'll be rid of this frickin' fog. Holy mother of Jesus. The entire episode has been under a cloud of fog. Build it. Build it. Build it faster. Build it more. Ooh, up here in the little thingy, the little rectangle here, you can actually see how far the water has expanded all over our stuff. At this point, the only thing that we're able to do is watch the... Yes! Bam! I never felt so great about a building being built in all my life. Ursel, tell me about it. It must have been a terrible time for Graymaster McGray and his people. I heard some of the craziest rumors in this chapter about the swamp, but I would have never expected the story about the woman in the red cloak and the rising water level to be true. Reliable source told me it happened, but I want to be honest with you. A few days in this swamp would have cost me my sanity. Wasn't there a rumor about some of the laborers having strange apparitions? Oh no, that wasn't until later. In the mountains, right? Yes, that's right, and almost like clockwork, Genevieve promptly appeared in the settlement as winter grew to a close, and she had good news! Genevieve, that leather looks quite lovely upon you. I have to admit that it was a difficult undertaking even for someone like me, but I've managed to find a safe path through the mountains. It should be manageable, even with luggage. As you might guess, our planner had some trouble. Not to fling his arms around Genevieve right away. Oh yes, I can believe that, so can I, Jacqueline. Genevieve, I can't thank you enough for your help. You all look so worn out, so exhausted and confused. Are you sure you don't want to stay in the swamp a little longer and recover from the winter? Hell no, Genevieve, good God, have you been here? Yes, we're sure. We want to get out of here as quickly as possible before this place drives us all insane. And so the community set off toward the mountains, hoping and praying that they could leave all the strange happenings in the swamp behind. Ooh, I feel our tale coming to a close. Success! Achievement unlocked. The wetlands. Next mission. Bam! There we go, folks. We're on the next map now. I assume it's going to be the mountains. Despite Genevieve's help, the journey through the mountains was tough. She led the community along paths that an inexperienced wanderer would have never ever come across. Deep abysses, narrow pathways between high, rocky cliffs, and an icy wind that carried with it voices of long-forgotten mountain climbers. As a child of fishermen, I much prefer the open sea, even when it's stormy. And that night, as they gazed upon the land below from the height of the mountains, it became clear that there was no way they could turn back now. At the end of the horizon, far away to the northeast, they could see a fiery red glow. The distant glistening reflected in Graymaster McGray's eyes. It was tears, pressed out by both exhaustion of the climbing and the overwhelming view. He hardly found words for this frightening sight. Isn't that a fire? Isn't that, my goodness, isn't that the place where our old settlement was, where we were in autumn? When Benlin picked me up, our spies could see the troops of the faceless army approaching from afar. My village wasn't very far from yours. If I hadn't gone with them, I would probably be dying in those flames right now. Graymaster McGray spent some time watching the glow on the horizon. You couldn't hear any sounds of the raging war, and yet it felt so far away. Just a little glow of light in the darkness, but nevertheless, it was there in front of them. Hopefully these mountains would increase the distance between them and the war, but something must have happened in the mountains. I heard that they had to stay there for quite some time. That's right. One day Genevieve suddenly came to a stop at a fork in the path and appeared visibly annoyed. Genevieve, what's wrong? Why are we stopping? There should have been another path, but the path is blocked. I swear there was a path along here, but there's no way back. It would take us days. An hour earlier, they had passed a large flat area, which would have been a perfect place to rest. So they decided to go back and let Genevieve look for an alternative route. But they couldn't plow new fields in the middle of the mountains, could they? And there's no forest that they could get resources from. I'm sure there could have only been stone there, and that's why Graymaster McGray had to come up with a new strategy. Oh, there's plenty of trees. Look at all these lovely mountain trees. A town hall to build. Well, everyone, this is it for now. Looks like we're in the mountains, and it's time to continue our survival as we run away from witches, the war, the faceless army, plague, and damn near everything else that's trying to kill us. Folks, I hope you're enjoying it. Until the next time, stay foxy, and much love.